Morning, it's Phil. It is 8:06 a.m. on Saturday, January 27th, 2024. I did not do my workout last night, but it just kind of worked out that way. I got talking to a good friend of mine. He's having a pretty rough road in retirement. He's finding out that Medicare is a disaster. That he can have Medicare insurance or he can eat food and have a place to live, but he can't do both. And he's realizing that he's gonna have to go back to work. He was really down about it last night. He talked a lot of smack, you know. I mean, he's real proud and he's a good guy. But the damn government, man, he's on Social Security, and what they told him was, you go back to work, we're going to take away your Social Security. At a certain point, for every dollar you make, we're going to take $1 from your Social Security, which I think should be illegal. I think they should be illegal. Because if you're working, you're paying money into the system. You're already taking money from this person who's working, and then to take their retirement away on top of that, it's just double stealing their money. So it's probably coming my way too, but that's okay. My life is already set to work until I absolutely positively can't work anymore. And that's one of the reasons why I did a workout, is so that I can keep a job and I can keep moving forward. I'm actually making plans. I mean, they're ridiculous plans. To live till I'm 125 years old. That's my mark. And when I say 125 years old, I'm talking about 125 years old moving, talking, walking, you know, able to carry on a conversation. Woo! I had a whole mukbang for you folks, and I'm going to put the last part of it in because I was able to download that on the computer, and then some weird stuff happened. Everything I touched, I got shocks from. And in this process, something contaminated the hard drive, the little card, the little SD card. And my McAfee antivirus brought up a prompt, says, let's scan that drive, because I moved the drive forward so it'd be easier for me to plug in. And the whole world went to shit. So I lost that half an hour programming, but that's okay. I mean, what it was I went to Hardee's this morning. Hardee's has a deal on sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits. Well, sausage and egg biscuits, 2 for $5, and then they have a deal for biscuit and gravy, 2 for $5. And I got that, and I got the sausage egg biscuit, and I put some cheddar cheese slices on it, and I put some good old Melinda's on it, and it was really good. And then it hit the spot. But when I went to download it, it had split. So I had 3 minutes of programming and I had 30 minutes of programming. And I clicked on the 3 minutes and recorded that. Oh, I'm sorry. But I went back to play it, and I realized, oh, this is the end of the video. So I went back to get the beginning of the video, and man, the world fell apart. So I had to format that SD card, which erased everything on it. and we're going to see if I can even download this video on the computer, which I might not be able to. Which brings me to another point. Well, also, part of that review was, I started that review with a review of I'm sorry, I'm just kind of sleepy. The food was good, and I fought this computer for 40 minutes, and I got some other things I got to do, but I'm getting relaxed now. I'm sort of over the hump of stress involving the computer now. But this is this half pepperoni, half cheese sticks pizza, and it was the worst pizza I've got from Little Caesars in a very long time. It really was. So only one way to say it. That was the worst pizza I've got from Little Caesars in a long time. And it hit every cheap ass note you could hit on a pizza. The crust tasted worse. The sauce was thin and tasteless. The pepperoni was terrible. The cheesy bread was on the crust was terrible. Now I got cheesy bread as an order also with this, and that was actually pretty good. You know, the thick cheesy bread, and then you use marinara sauce, which I used my I'm gonna yawn again. I used my Bertolli on that, and that was really good. And look, I just made some coffee. Let me get my coffee. I'll be right back. Relax. Where is the coffee? Yeah, that pizza was stank. And Little Caesars, I hate to tell you, but I'm not coming back to you for a while. I did this before. So they did the exact same thing to me before. I went there before, and the pizza was good, and then the pizza started becoming trash. I was like, oh, okay, all right, I get it. We're saving money. We're making the CEOs money, see? Because that's what they do. That's what American CEOs do. That's how they make their money. That's how they make their quarterly bonus. They go back in and go, look, I saved the company $400,000 on getting cheaper cheese. I should get a bonus. I should get a $50,000 bonus for this quarter. They don't give a shit that their product now tastes like crap. They just want that bonus. And that's what somebody did at Little Caesars here, because the pizza wasn't made wrong. The cheesy bread was excellent. And the pizza looked good. It's just all the ingredients were terrible. So, anyway. I fed Knucklehead. She's running around the house here. She's all happy. I did find out she doesn't like, I think it's tuna and clam in the Applause food. She doesn't like that, so I'll be returning the other can. I'm going to try to see if they'll return me for the second can, but they won't. But that's the guy just telling me to throw it away. I'm going to exchange the other can. I've got 2 cans of it, and I'm going to exchange the other can for just the duck and chicken. She loves that. But anyway, this video's a nothing video, just to say hi, and also really just to check if this camera works anymore, because it may not download into the computer. One thing I would say, if I ever disappear off of the computer, don't ever think something happened to me. I get irritated real easy about stuff like this, because I've downloaded on this computer without a problem, and on computers without a problem for years. And then all of a sudden, it looks like Microsoft and Google are having an argument. And now all of a sudden, whenever I get an update, or whenever, one thing you need to know about Microsoft is Microsoft Edge and Google share certain properties. And Microsoft likes to run on top of Google. And I know this because every time I go and use my McAfee antivirus, and there's a program called Remove Trackers. And every time I put that on, it says close browsers with an S. And that means Microsoft Edge opens up automatically, and that means Google opens up when I open up Google. So we got two systems working independently, watching everything I look at on the computer, which I don't give a crap about that. It's just the whole concept of, if you make the stuff harder every time I go to use it, eventually I'm just going to say, screw it, I don't need this. I'll use my iPhone at work, and honestly, I can use my iPhone to buy whatever I want to online if I choose to do that. But I'm getting really jaded about computers, man. Really jaded, because they can't leave anything alone. You know, same thing with YouTube. YouTube can't leave anything alone. They keep adding shit. You know, you got to fill out reports and we want your opinion about this or that, and blah blah yada yada. I'm like, you know what? This channel that you're watching was never put here to make money. Because I realize that every time you start that crap, it ruins your YouTube experience. And that's what all these people, I was just watching, it was an excellent video about a guy was talking about, there's been like 30 different videos from 30 different creators talking about people leaving YouTube. And they're talking about these people who are dedicated to making a living off of YouTube, which I'm not ever going to do. I always realize the only way I'm going to make money is to get off my ass and get out here and make it. And this thing with my friend is teaching me that Social Security is a bunch of crap. And I already knew Medicare was a bunch of crap. I already knew that was. When I investigated, I said, oh my God, this is crazy. They talk about, well, the first plan's free, but then you got to get, A is free, but then you got to get B, C, and D, and then you got to get supplementary coverage. And what they don't tell you is that all of these coverages cost $80 a month, or $150 a month, or $200 a month, on top of the supposedly free Plan A. And then you got to find a doctor who takes that, because Medicare tells the doctor what they'll pay. They don't. The doctor says, okay, it costs this. Medicare says, no, we're only going to pay this much. So my friend's going through some tough times, and I wish him very well. I hope God's with him. He has some options. They're sort of around him finding a place to live with his relatives, maybe buying a small trailer or something, so he doesn't have to pay rent, so he can actually live on what he's getting in retirement. But anyway, I'm not trying to make this into a downer. It's a beautiful sunny day. We've got a beautiful day here in Virginia. Looks like the Lord's going to bless us with the day I can actually get something productive done. I got an interesting statement from the bank, and this is something you should all do. The mail statements you get in the mail, those are like 2 months behind. You need to go to the bank and get a transaction sheet of your transactions, which I got one like 2 days ago at a bank. And I came home and I was balancing my checkbooks, and I noticed that there was a double charge for $300 on my account. And it was actually deducted from my balance. And it was where I took a check in. We'll use the number, for example, number 4,000, check number 4,000. I took check number 4,000 in for $300, and I got my $300. But at the exact same time I got my $300, there's another record of the exact same $300 amount being deducted from my account. And the funny thing is that when you do a check number that's you bought from the bank, there's a different code for when you go up to the counter and you say, hey, I want to get $300 out of my account, and they run it through the machine. At the bank I go to, that code for that kind of transaction is 0031. And I think the other transaction code for a check is like 0067. Well, this was 0031 on both transactions at the exact same time on the exact same day. So I'm going to go down here and see if I can get my damn $300 back. And if not, this bank that I'm with, I don't like it. I really don't like it, because they've closed a lot of branches, and they're about to close one of their most active branches. And I'm about to take all my money out of it and go to PNC, which PNC is not a great bank, but got to go somewhere. I'm not going to Wells Fargo, I know that. And PNC is another big bank, and they're kind of good with their hours. I kind of like the way they do their hours. And as far as I know, they haven't gone on this huge branch closing thing. So when a bank starts closing all their branches, all they want is your money, and they want you to bank with them over your computer at your house. And I'm not going to do that. I don't do my banking from my home computer. I don't do that. And why do I not do that? Because it's easy for someone to put some malware on your computer at your house, and then they've got access to your account. And your bank has a viable reason to say, oh, screw you, no, you screwed up. We don't owe you any money. But if I always go to the bank, and the bank says, oh, well, no, you got it. You got a virus on your home computer, and that got your information. No, because I don't bank on my home computer. So if it got hacked, it got hacked at your computer, and I want my damn money. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting a little bit sleepy, so it might be an hour or two before I get out of here. But I just wanted to run this computer, this camera, and make another video, because I don't even know if it's going to download. I knew this was going to be a bad day, because I just had a feeling. This was going to be one of them days where it's going to be nice and sunny, and the whole world was going to be attacking me. And I'm not going to push. I'm going to be thankful that the Lord has blessed me with this day. I don't have anything I have to get done. I've got my bills paid. I just went down and mailed them. That's where I got this Hardee's food from. Knucklehead is healthy and happy and running around like a crazy cat. So that's a good thing. So Knucklehead's happy. I'm pretty happy. I'm not going to let the world stress me out. And I'm just going to enjoy the day, and I hope you do too. Thanks for watching the video. God bless you, folks. Have a great Saturday, the 27th, right? Yeah, January 27th, 2024. And we'll see you in the next video. God bless you, folks. Peace.